Caitlin Clark teams with Wilson to launch first signature basketball collection since Michael Jordan's. Caitlin Clark is doing something no athlete, man or woman, has done since Michael Jordan. She's launching her own signature basketball collection with Wilson. The multi-year partnership and signature collection were announced Tuesday morning. Clark will also become a Wilson brand ambassador and will test and provide feedback on a wide range of Wilson basketball gear. A collection of 3 laser-engraved basketballs, each with a signature Clark moment, are already available on the Wilson website. 3's Up, Record Breaker, and Crowd Maestro. Wilson has been the official ball of the WNBA since 2021, but that's not why Clark partnered with the company. She's been using Wilson basketballs since she was a kid. "I loved that thing more than anything. My brothers and I would always fight over it," Clark told Boardroom. "That was the best basketball, but I'm just super excited to have a collaboration and create basketballs together that are really cool. I've seen the designs that young girls, boys, whoever can get their hands on and go dribble in the driveway or take it to practice with them." Clark, drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever in April, has yet to notch her first WNBA win. The Fever have lost their first 4 games of the season, 2 against the Connecticut Sun and 2 against the New York Liberty. While Clark left Monday night's game against the Sun with a turned ankle, she returned and appeared to be good to go. She and the Fever will have another chance to capture their first victory on Wednesday against the Seattle Storm. Football, tennis, one, boxing, UFC, cricket, rugby, golf, racing, NFL, NBA, other. Home sport other. Caitlin Clark explains why WNBA draft left her upset after being picked by Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark was selected first overall in the 2024 WNBA draft by the Indiana Fever, but the star guard wasn't able to enjoy the moment as she would have liked. While the WNBA draft is typically a joyous occasion for prospects, it turned out to be quite the opposite for Caitlin Clark, who found her experience less than satisfying. Selected first overall by the Indiana Fever, Clark barely mingled with the crowd before her prompt departure following her stage appearance and handshake with WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. Speaking on the Fresh Talk podcast, the disheartened star lamented her lack of time to connect with her inner circle after being selected, expressing her disappointment further in missing the remainder of the draft. "I was so upset because after I got drafted, I got just drug out immediately, and I didn't get to see any of the draft," she told her former Gowa Hockey's teammates Martin, Gabby Marsall, and Jada Jamfi. Specifically poignant was her absence when Kate Martin, a former teammate, had her moment. Clark, 22, opened up about the bittersweet nature of her draft experience, spotlighting the irony where such an event should have been filled with happiness. Yet she was isolated from friends and family due to the event setup. "I didn't even take pictures with you guys, my family, like Connor McCaffrey, like no one," Clark confided, sharing the extent of her frustration. Despite facing the challenge of being drafted away from her loved ones, Clark didn't allow it to dampen her debut season's shine. She not only stepped up as the No. 1 overall draft pick, but also led the Fever's charge into the playoffs for the first time since 2016, reports The Mirror US. Moreover, Clark's entry into the WNBA has been described as an economic disruption, according to Basketball Hall of Famer Debbie Antonelli. Speaking on the CL Brown Show, Antonelli, 60, delved into the significance of Clark's effect. "No one's disrupted the economic marketplace and the ecosystem like she has," she expressed.